Okay, good morning to all of you.
Good morning, ma'am. Suprabhat.
Okay, have you received any message regarding the offline session?
No, madam.
Okay, okay, you will get soon. Okay, so what we have discussed in the last lecture, I think हमारा कल ही lecture था, right? Okay, so what we have discussed yesterday. Let me open the PPT. I think हमने web caching discuss किया था, right? Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so in yesterday's lecture, we have discussed about the HTTP message format, right? We have already started the HTTP request message. Just wait. Okay, so sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so we have started the HTTP message format. So we have started the HTTP request message, right? So we have seen that there are different methods in the request line. Mainly, it has four fields: request line, header line, blank line, and entity body. Now, this request line consists of three fields, that is method, URL, and the protocol version used in the request message, right? So we have seen that the method can be a get, post, head, put, and delete, right? And it is already mentioned in the request message. We have already discussed the example of the HTTP request message. We have discussed two examples, one from the PPT and one from this note. Then we have seen the header lines, that there are mainly after the first request line, the all lines are referred to as a header lines, right? So you can see here, the first line here is the header line, and rest of all the 4 lines we call it as a header lines. So that is put in this field, then blank line, and the entity body, that means we can say it's nothing but it's a message that a client wants to convey to the server, or we can say from one host wants to convey to the other host, right? So we can say it's a HTTP request message. Then we have seen HTTP response message. So as you can see here, there are also 4 fields in the HTTP response message. First is the status line, where it consists of 3 fields: protocol version, status code, and the phrase. Next is header lines, which includes after the status line, blank line, and entity body, which is the same as the request line, right? So in the status line, you can see here the 3 fields are there: protocol version, status code, and phrase. It's already mentioned in the message, right? We have also discussed the 2 examples of the HTTP response message, one from PPT and one this is here, which is mentioned. So protocol version, it is already mentioned, that is it is HTTP 1.1, status code that is 200, and the phrase is okay. We have also seen the different status code: 200, 301, 400, 404, 504, right? That indicates some message. So we have already discussed that part, right? Then we have seen the different header lines, in which it indicates the connection, date, which server is used, last modified, content length, and content type, right? So we have discussed this. Then after, we have started the new topic, that is cookie, right? So we have seen what is cookie, what are the different components of the cookie. That is, it mainly consists of 4 components, that is cookie header lines in the response message, cookie header lines in the request message, cookie file kept on the user and system, that is here, right? And backend database at the website, that means at this side, right? So we have seen that the 4 components are already mentioned in this diagram. The first is, you can say, cookie header line in the response message. So cookie header line, that is a set cookie, is already there in the response message. In the request message, it is already there, cookie 1890, right? Then cookie file kept on the user and system, that means whatever the file the user has requested for, that is already stored at the user and system, and the backend database at the website. So when the client has requested for any website for the first time, server creates one identification number, and that is already stored in the backend database. So when the client is requesting for the second time, that user identification number will be called from the backend database. So that part we have already discussed, that is about the cookie. Then after, we have discussed about the web caching, right? So as you can see here, that in the web caching, if the client is requesting for anything, for any file from the server, then first of all, the request will go to the proxy server. If the proxy server have that object in their storage, then it will directly send the message to the we can say the proxy server will directly forward that object to the client. But if the proxy server don't have the specific object which the client has requested for, then it needs to forward that request to the origin server with the help of HTTP request message. Then origin server send back the response to the proxy server with the help of a TCP connection which is already established between them, and whatever the object that received from the origin server, proxy server will save that object in their cache memory, or we can say in the storage, in their local storage, and then it forwards it to the client, right? So we have seen the 2 scenario. If the proxy server have the object, then it will directly send back the response, right? But if the proxy server don't have the object, whatever the client has requested for, then HTTP, the proxy server needs to send a request to the origin server. So this is all the revision we have already discussed. So it was just a quick revision. So up to this, any doubt you can ask me. Okay, so I think it's clear to all. Now, starting with the next topic, that is a conditional gate statement. ये पूरा HTTP का ही पार्ट है. So I'm continuing with this page only. While this is not given in the PPT, so I'm taking it separately. यहाँ पे directly FTP start हो रहा है, but conditional gate है, which is very important in HTTP. So I'm covering this topic in this notes. Now, conditional get. If I say the conditional get, so we can say one thing that we all know that caching can reduce the user perceived response time, right? It introduces the new problem. We have a problem kya hoga? We can say the copy of an object residing in the cache may be outdated, right? After that, there is a possibility that object might be updated, right? So in that case, what happens? Suppose मान लो, let's take this scenario only, right? कि यहाँ पे जब client ने कुछ फाइल या फिर किसी ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए रिक्वेस्ट किया, तब प्रॉक्सी सर्वर के पास वो ऑब्जेक्ट है, सो वो डायरेक्टली क्लाइंट को सर्व कर देगा. बट व्हाट हैपन दैट इफ दैट ऑब्जेक्ट माइट हैव changed or we can see the modified at the origin server, but proxy server के पास तो पुराना ही सब जो ऑब्जेक्ट होगा वो पुराना ही होगा, राइट? अपडेटेड नहीं होगा. So what happen in that case? Client को क्या मिलेगा? Outdated object मिलेगा, और we can say outdated file मिलेगी, updated file नहीं मिलेगी. So because of solving this issue, the conditional gate is introduced. अभी conditional gate में क्या होगा? We can say that HTTP has a mechanism that allows a cache to verify that its objects are up to date or not. And this mechanism, we call it as a conditional gate, right? Now, we know that an HTTP request message we call the conditional gate. It is mainly consist of, we can say, the request message, which uses the gate method, and the request message also includes one field, that is if modified since. इफ मॉडिफाइड सेंस का मतलब क्या है कि अगर ऑब्जेक्ट है वो मॉडिफाई हुआ है, देन लेट मी नो द अपडेटेड फाइल ऑफ दैट ऑब्जेक्ट, राइट? नाउ लेट्स टेक वन एग्जांपल. Let me type this message. Now, let's say that client has requested for this specific object. Let me write that. Get method is used here. Root pv.gif using an user agent HTTP -1.1, and from which host it is requesting for. Let's say that www.somemarket.com. Okay. Now, this is the request message which the client has requested from the server, right? अभी उसको कुछ requested object का कुछ reply भी आता है. With the help of the same, we can say the response message. So we can say HTTP 1.1 object is available. So the status code is 200 and the phrase is okay. Now, date is also mentioned, right? Saturday, let's say 7 July 2007. Server is Apache 1.3.0. Another field is last modified. Wednesday, 4th July 2007, 0903 15. Content type image.gif. The client has requested for the image, that is, we can say the extension is GIF, right? So what happens in this case? If you can see here, the date which is mentioned is 7th July, Saturday 2007, right? That means we can say at that time the object was, the response was created. This date mentions that at this date the response was created by the server. Right? This is and this is the server uses the Apache 1.3.0. The object which was last modified is 4th July 2007. यानी कि जब रिस्पॉन्स क्रिएट कब किया गया था 7th जुलाई को, और जब ऑब्जेक्ट मॉडिफाइड कब हुआ था 4th जुलाई. दैट मीन्स इट वाज मॉडिफाइड बिफोर व्हेन द रिस्पॉन्स मैसेज वाज क्रिएटेड. Now, what happens in this case? The cache forwards the object to the requesting browser, but cache it also caches the object locally, right? वो अपनी local storage में वो object already store कर लेगा, right? Now we can say the cache also stores the last modified date along with the object, right? कैश अपने साथ साथ जो लास्ट मॉडिफाइड डेट है वो भी स्टोर करता है ताकि उसको पता चले कि भाई ये ऑब्जेक्ट है that is updated or not, right? Third, we can say 1 week later another browser requests the same object via the cache. The object is still in the cache. Since this object may have been modified at the web server in the past week, the cache performs an up-to-date check, right, by issuing the conditional gate statement. Right now, what happens in this case? That let's say that if there is one another client, कोई एक client है, right? मान लो that this is the client, this is the another client, or we can say if the same client is requesting from the browser for the same object, proxy server already have that object in their cache memory, right? क्योंकि जब ये client ने request किया था तब already ये जो server है उसने response किया था with this message, right? Now let's say कि अगर कोई दूसरा client है, right? वो request करता है for the same object, so proxy server already have that object in their cache memory, but at that time the conditional get will be performed. अब conditional get में क्या होगा? सिर्फ एक line header line है वो add होगी, that is if modified since Wednesday 4th July 2007 then and then only. उसके बाद अगर मॉडिफिकेशन हुआ है तो भेजो, अगर नहीं हुआ है सो वो जो ऑब्जेक्ट था कैश में वही क्लाइंट को सर्व कर देगा. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इन दिस केस? यहां तक तो सेम ही रहेगा, राइट? ये जो वाला स्टेटमेंट है रिक्वेस्ट स्टेटमेंट दैट विल बी सेम, बट यहाँ पे क्या होगा? इन दिस केस वन लाइन विल बी एडेड, क्योंकि प्रॉक्सी सर्वर को भी जानना होगा दैट वेदर आफ्टर any modification is done after the last updated, राइट, लास्ट मॉडिफाइड डेट उसके पास ऑलरेडी होगी, पर यहाँ पे एक और कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट यहाँ पे कैरी आउट होगा, दैट इज इफ मॉडिफाइड सिंस, यानी कि लास्ट ऑब्जेक्ट कब अपडेट हुआ था, दैट विल बी एडेड. सो इट विल बी समवॉट लाइक दिस वे. प्रॉक्सी सर्वर कौन सी क्वेरी फायर करेगा? This is the requested object the client has requested for the same object, right? But उसके साथ साथ one line will be added, that is if modified since, and it will be like 4th Wednesday 4th July, ये वाली डेट एंड टाइम मेंशन होगा, मतलब ये पूरा. Let me copy this. राइट, सो अगर ऑब्जेक्ट ये डेट और ये टाइम के बाद मॉडिफाइड हुआ है, देन सेंड मी द अपडेटेड फाइल. इफ इट इज नॉट, then the reply will be like the object is not modified, and we can say वहां से सर्वर से एक रिस्पॉन्स आएगा, that is http 1.1304, that means not modified, and the date will be mentioned कि अभी modify नहीं हुआ है. right, so let's say अब मैसेज कौन सा होगा? The message will be like this way, http 1.1, but status code है वो change हो जाएगा. Let me write http 1.1, ये सेम रहेगा because response message है तो यही होगा. Status code will be 304, that is not modified object, and the phrase will be not modified. रिस्पॉन्स क्रिएटेड डेट जो होगी वो 1 वीक के बाद है, सो इट विल बी लाइक दिस वे, 7th, उसके बाद 1 वीक, सो वी कैन से इट्स 14, एंड द टाइम कैन बी एनीथिंग. राइट, यहाँ पे हम लोग वो नेम चेंज कर रहे हैं. सर्वर दैट इज यूज्ड फॉर द रिस्पॉन्सेस, the same server will be used, Apache 1.3.0. right, so these are the different messages. right, अभी इसको थोड़ा और डिटेल में पढ़ना है, सो वी कैन डू वन थिंग. इफ इट सिम्स कंफ्यूजिंग तो हम एक काम करते हैं, yes. right, so if you look at this, पहले क्या होता है, the client is requesting for this specific object by using an HTTP request message. So we now aware about how the request message can be formed. अगर request message है, so there will be a method will be used here, right, and the object or the URL will be there, and the protocol version will be there. right, so this thing we know, from this we can say that this is the request message. आगे first line में अगर कहीं पे get method, post method, delete method और put method है, so we can say it's nothing but it's HTTP request message. right, ये तो easily पता चल जाता है. so the client is requesting for this specific object. right, अभी क्या होगा कि that will be gone to the server. right, अभी सर्वर के पास वो डेटा है, so it will directly give that data to the client. so that will be response message कुछ ऐसा होगा, http 1.1 200 okay, date will be डेट यहाँ पे कौन सी होगी कि जब रिस्पॉन्स मैसेज क्रिएट किया होगा, that date will be mentioned in this header field, right? सर्वर दैट इज अपाचे 1.3.0 लास्ट मॉडिफाइड डेट वो स्टोर कर लेगा। जब ओरिजिन सर्वर से कोई ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए रिस्पॉन्स आता है, at that time the last modified field will be mentioned and the proxy server also save the last modified field, right? And the content time same will be there. Now after 1 week के बाद अगर फिर से जो ऑब्जेक्ट है वो, अगर मान लो कि अगर जो क्लाइंट है उसने फिर से वही ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए रिक्वेस्ट की, सो द रिक्वेस्ट मैसेज विल बी लाइक गेट फ्रूट कीवी http 1.1 if modified since this request will be from the proxy server। अभी proxy server के पास वो ऑलरेडी ऑब्जेक्ट है, राइट? बट प्रॉक्सी सर्वर क्या करेगा, फिर से ओरिजिन सर्वर को रिक्वेस्ट करेगा बाय यूजिंग दिस हेडर फील्ड दैट इज इफ मॉडिफाइड सिंस। That means if modified since for what? That if the object is modified after 4th July 2007, then let me know the updated file. If it is not, then the server will give the message http 1.1304 not modified. Date is when the response time was response message was created and the server Apache 1.3.0, राइट? सो यहाँ पे जो कंडीशनल गेट स्टेटमेंट फायर हुआ बाय यूजिंग this header line, that is if modified since, right? So that will be used in a conditional get statement to get the updated file from the origin server. So यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको? Okay, now moving to the next point. So यहाँ पे हमारा पूरा HTTP खत्म होता है। In the HTTP we have seen what is web, what is HTTP, why it is used. We have seen the three-way handshaking process, right? वो भी हमने देखा था. Then we have seen the whole URL is divided into two parts, that is host name of the server and the object path, right? We have seen the we can say the definition for the web pages, what it consists of, what kind of object is there, what is the format of that object. We have seen that also, right? If the client is requesting for any file from the server, how it will be fetched from the server and in what form it can be fetched, how the request message can be formatted, that we have seen. Then after we have seen the persistent and the non-persistent connection, right? So first of all, we have seen HTTP with non-persistent connection. So non-persistent connection में हमने देखा था that for every object we need to create a separate TCP connection, right? सभी object के लिए एक separate TCP connection है वो बनाना पड़ता है, right? Then we have seen that RTT. RTT क्या है? For the non-persistent connection, how many RTT we require? So we have seen 2 RTT plus transmission time is required for the for non-persistent connection. It's already mentioned in the PPT, but let me write here also that for the non-persistent connection, the overall time will be 2 RTT plus transmission time. 2 RTT किसके लिए? 1 RTT for establishing the connection and another RTT for requesting the object. So we require mainly 2 RTT. As also you can see here 1 RTT for the connection establishment and 1 RTT for requesting the object. So 2 RTT plus transmission time in the non-persistent connection. Then we have seen the three-way handshaking process. So in which we have seen the first handshake is for establishing the connection between the client and the server. Second, we have seen that once the request has gone from the client, the server will receive that request. Now, as and when the server receives the request, server will accept that request and then request for the file. So in this way, the three-way handshaking process takes place. Right. Then next we have seen the persistent connection, in which we have seen the persistent connection is also referred to as an HTTP 1.1, while the non-persistent connection is referred to as HTTP 1.0. Right. So you can easily differentiate between the HTTP 1.1 and 1.0. So in the persistent connection, we have seen that once the connection is established between the client and the server, client can request for many objects and the server can send the response using the single TCP connection. We require to have only single TCP connection. With the help of the single TCP connection, the many object can be transferred. Right. So in this way, the persistent connection works. So we have also seen that part. Then after we have moved to the HTTP, in which we have seen many subtopics. HTTP message format, we have seen the two message format: request message, response message. Then after we have seen how the cookie works, then web caching and the conditional gate statement. Now moving to the next topic, that is FTP. It is file transfer protocol. Now, as we all know, file transfer protocol किसके लिए यूज होता है? For transferring the file. This is the basic thing, the first statement that we can give about the file transfer protocol. राइट. सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली हैपेंस? सिर्फ फाइल ही ट्रांसफर होती है, उसके पहले कुछ कनेक्शन एस्टैब्लिशमेंट ऐसे कुछ फेज नहीं आते. सो लेट्स सी दैट. सो लेट्स से दैट इफ द यूजर, और वी कैन से इफ द यूजर इज सिटिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ द होस्ट एंड वांट्स टू ट्रांसफर अ फाइल to the remote host, right? So what happens in that case? First of all, user needs to authenticate themselves, right? So for the authentication, user needs to give their name, then password, or we can say any user identification that the user have to give, right? Now, after providing this details, the authentication takes place, right? So after providing this authorization information, user can transfer files from the local file system to the remote file system, or from the remote file system to the local file system, right? Now let's say that the user interacts with FTP through an FTP user agent. The user first provide the host name of the remote host, right? And the second thing we can say, there will be a kind of a TCP connection that established between them, right? So पहले user को कोई file transfer करनी है, user have to authorize themselves, right? User needs to give the identification of themselves, यानी कि उसको अपना होस्ट नेम बताना पड़ेगा, पासवर्ड एक जनरेट करना पड़ेगा, और we can say user needs to register, right? So after the authentication, the file transfer takes place between the local system and the remote system. So first of all, the user provides the host name of the user host, right? And the TCP connection will be established between the local host and the remote host. Now the user then provides the, as I've said, key identification and password, which are sent over that specific TCP connection which is already established, right? वही TCP connection से पूरा authentication process होगा, वो जाएगा. So whatever the user is providing the any information regarding him or her, that will be transferred through the TCP connection only, right? Now once the server has authorized the user copies one or more files stored in the local file system to the remote file system. Now we have seen कि HTTP है वो भी एक फाइल ट्रांसफर प्रोटोकॉल है और FTP है वो भी एक फाइल ट्रांसफर प्रोटोकॉल है. तो दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है, राइट? व्हाई वी आर यूजिंग दी FTP, हम HTTP क्यों नहीं यूज कर सकते? So let's say कि there are some difference between the HTTP and the FTP, right? HTTP तो हमने पूरा पढ़ लिया. Let's talk about the FTP. So FTP में क्या होता है? यहाँ पे parallel connections establish हो सकता है, right? Parallel TCP connection can be established to transfer the file from one host to the another host. So parallel connection कैसे? HTTP में we have seen that there is one connection which is established between the client and the server. But in case of FTP, the two parallel TCP connection, one is control connection and the another one is data connection. अब ये दोनों कनेक्शन किसके लिए यूज होता है? सो वी कैन से बोथ दिस कनेक्शन हैव डिफरेंट पर्पस. दैट्स व्हाई वी आर यूजिंग दिस बोथ पैरेलल कनेक्शन फॉर ट्रांसफरिंग द फाइल, राइट? सो फर्स्ट इज कंट्रोल कनेक्शन. सो कंट्रोल कनेक्शन किसके लिए होता है? वी कैन से इट्स यूज्ड फॉर सेंडिंग द कंट्रोल इंफॉर्मेशन बिटवीन द टू होस्ट. कंट्रोल इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए यूज होता है, राइट? सो इंफॉर्मेशन सच एज अ यूजर आइडेंटिफिकेशन और वी कैन से द पासवर्ड्स, commands to change the remote directory, or we can say commands to put and get the files. For that the control connection is used. So फाइल ट्रांसफर के लिए ऑब्वियसली डेटा कनेक्शन यूज होता होगा, राइट? डेटा कनेक्शन इज यूज्ड फॉर व्हाट? फॉर एक्चुअली sending the file only the data connection is used. So here we can say FTP uses a separate control connection. We can say that we call it as a आउट ऑफ बैंड. जिसको क्या बोला जाता है? वी कैन से आउट ऑफ बैंड बोला जाता है क्योंकि FTP यूजेस अ सेपरेट कंट्रोल कनेक्शन. सो दैट्स व्हाई FTP इज सेड टू सेंड इट्स कंट्रोल इंफॉर्मेशन आउट ऑफ बैंड, राइट? नाउ we have seen HTTP में क्या होता था, that if you recall the HTTP, then we can say sends a request and the response header lines into the same TCP connection. Same TCP connection से हमें request भी मिलता था और response भी मिलता था, right? And with the same TCP connection, the files are also transferred. So that's why we can say HTTP जो था, जो single connection में फाइल ट्रांसफर भी करता था, रिक्वेस्ट मैसेज भी सेंड करता था, रिस्पॉन्स मैसेज भी उसी कनेक्शन से आता था. सो दैट्स व्हाई HTTP इज सेड टू बी एन इन बैंड, or we can say HTTP is said to send its control information in band, while the FTP uses a separate TCP connection for sending the files, and we can say for sending the commands. That's why we call it as a out of band, राइट? सो जिसकी वजह से FTP को आउट ऑफ बैंड बोला जाता है, while HTTP is called as an in band, right? Because it uses the same TCP connection for transferring the file request message as well as the response message. So let's move to the diagram. So if you can see here, the same thing which I have said, that if the file transfer file to from remote host, or we can say vice versa, right? remote host से local host से file transfer हो सकती है और local host से remote host में file transfer हो सकती है, right? It also works on the client server model. HTTP जो था वो भी एक client server model पे ही work करता था. So we can say HTTP and FTP works on client server model. Both protocol is used for transferring the file, but there are certain difference that we have already discussed, right? Now client side that initiates the transfer, and the server, well, we can say it's a remote host where the file can be copied, or we can say transfer from one host to the another host, right? One more thing, HTTP works on port number 80. if you might have remembered, I have already discussed one example with you where the file transfer take place between the one host to the another host at, we can say, if they are using the HTTP protocol, the port number that is used in them, that is port number 80, while FTP works on the port number 21. So this is very important. It can be asked in a 1 mark question or in the MCQ कि HTTP प्रोटोकॉल है वो कौन से पोर्ट पर वर्क करता है, पोर्ट नंबर 80 पे, while FTP works on port number 21. As I have said that it establish a two connection for transferring the file. One is the control connection and the another one is data connection. So you need to remember कि control connection के लिए port number 21 है और data connection के लिए port number 20 है. कंट्रोल कनेक्शन किसके लिए यूज होता है? फॉर यूजर आइडेंटिफिकेशन, पासवर्ड्स, कमांड्स फॉर गेट एंड पुट, राइट? गेट और पुट कमांड के लिए या फिर डायरेक्टरी चेंज करने के लिए जो कनेक्शन यूज होता है, दैट इज अ control connection. While the data connection is used to actually send the data from one host to the another host, or we can say for file transfer, the data connection is used and it uses the port number 20, right? And another difference is we can say कि HTTP को क्या बोला जाता है? In band बोला जाता है because it uses a single TCP connection for transferring the file, while the FTP called as a out of band because it uses a separate connection for transferring the file, right? So this is the difference we can say. So the same thing, whatever I have discussed, the same thing is mentioned over here. Let me just read all these points. FTP client contacts the FTP server at port number 21 using the TCP. Same thing I have said. Client authorizes over the control connection. So I have said the control connection is used for user authentication, password, commands, right? So that can be done using the control connection. So the same thing is written. Client browses remote directory, sends command over the control connection, while the server receives file transfer command. Server opens the second TCP connection for transferring the file. So data connection is used for actually the file transfer. So after transferring the file, server closes the data connection. Now server opens the TCP data connection to transfer the file. अभी एक बार फाइल ट्रांसफर हो जाने के बाद डेटा कनेक्शन है वो क्लोज हो जाता है, बट जो कंट्रोल कनेक्शन है दैट विल बी ओपन, राइट? सो कंट्रोल कनेक्शन जो है जो FTP में है दैट इज आउट ऑफ बैंड, वाइल इन दी HTTP कंट्रोल कनेक्शन है वो इन बैंड बोला जाता है. FTP सर्वर मेंटेन स्टेट विच इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एज आई हैव सेड कि FTP है कि वो स्टेट को मेंटेन करता है, वाइल HTTP को क्या बोला जाता था? HTTP इज अ स्टेटलेस प्रोटोकॉल विच डज नॉट मेंटेन एनी स्टेट इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द यूजर, while FTP maintains the state information about every user. Whatever the transmission take place between the client and the server, that state will be maintained by the FTP protocol. While in the HTTP is referred to as a stateless protocol because it does not maintain any state information about the user. Right? So there's a certain difference between the FTP and the HTTP. Now there is one homework that you have to do. You have to mention all the points, or we can say the difference between the FTP and the HTTP. राइट? आपको जितने भी डिफरेंस, हमने FTP भी पढ़ा, HTTP भी पढ़ा है और उसके कुछ डिफरेंस हमने डिस्कस भी किए हैं. सो यू नीड टू नोट इट डाउन इन योर बुक, द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द HTTP and the FTP, right? So this is as a part of assignment you have to complete. Yes, when we are downloading the file, we can say the FTP is used because at that time the data connection is used because the file transfers from the remote host to the local host. Is it clear, Ritesh? So difference between HTTP and FTP that you have to complete as a part of your You can say the assignment. अभी सिर्फ ये एक क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट करके आना, जब आप कल आओगे, कल ही हमारा लेक्चर है सैटरडे को, सो ये एक डिफरेंस आपको मुझे बताना है। हो सके तो ज्यादा पॉइंट्स कवर कर लेना, सो इट विल बी बेटर टू डिस्कस ऑल दिस पॉइंट्स. So difference between HTTP and FTP, I have already written in the chat box. Right? Now there are certain commands that are used, we can say, for the FTP commands and the FTP response that we'll discuss in the next session. अभी ये बाकी है, so हम वो next session में discuss करेंगे. बहुत ही simple commands है. Okay. So any doubt up till now, let me know in the chat box. Okay, so it's time for attendance. Pay attention. Okay, 1,
Present, ma'am.
2,
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
4,
Yes, ma'am.
5.
Present, ma'am.
One more thing, you have to complete the CCNA course. If you have not yet started, then ask your lab faculty about the same. Right? Mid Sem 1 खत्म होने से पहले आपको CCNA मॉड्यूल 1 कंप्लीट करना है. राइट? अगर आपने अभी तक लॉग इन नहीं किया है और नहीं हो रहा है, ask your lab faculty to enroll in that course. If you are facing any problem, you can contact your lab faculty for the same. राइट? आपको शायद रिद्धि मैम और विशाल सर ले रहे होंगे ये इसकी लैब. सो अगर कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, आस्क योर लैब फैकल्टी, और जितना जल्दी हो सके मिड 1 के पहले वो कोर्स कंप्लीट करो, इफ यू हैव नॉट येट स्टार्टेड. Okay, 5 is there. 6,
Yeah.
8,
Present, ma'am.
9,
Present, ma'am.
10.
Present, ma'am.
Ask lab faculty for the same, Rahil. 11, 12, 13,
Present, ma'am.
14,
Present, ma'am.
15, 16,
Yes, ma'am.
19,
Yes, ma'am.
20, 21,
Present, ma'am.
22,
Present, ma'am.
23,
Yes, ma'am.
24,
Present, ma'am.
25,
Yes, ma'am.
26,
Present, ma'am.
27, 28,
Present, ma'am.
29,
Yes, ma'am.
32,
Yes, ma'am.
33,
Yes, ma'am.
34,
Present.
35,
Yes.
36,
Present.
37,
Yes, ma'am.
39, 40, 42,
Yes, ma'am.
43,
Present.
44,
Yes, ma'am.
45,
Yes, ma'am.
46, 47, 48, 49, 51,
Yes, ma'am.
52, 53, 56,
Present, ma'am.
57,
Yes, ma'am.
58, 50,
Present, ma'am.
59,
Present, ma'am.
60,
Present, ma'am.
61, 62, 63, 62
Yes,
is there,
ma'am.
65, 66,
Yes, ma'am.
67, 104, 113,
Present, ma'am.
125,
Present, ma'am.
149,
Present, ma'am.
161, 165,
Present, ma'am.
178, D2D2, 26, 27, 28,
Yes, ma'am.
29,
Yes, ma'am.
30,
Present, ma'am.
31,
Present, ma'am.
32, 33,
Present, ma'am.
34, 35, 37,
Yes, ma'am.
38,
Present, ma'am.
39,
Present, ma'am.
40,
Present.
51,
Present, ma'am.
1,
Yes.
2, okay, check these numbers. If I have mistakenly marked you as an absent, you can write in the chat box.